Fury of the Gods arrived as one of the most colorful and energetic superhero sequels in recent years, taking the fun and heart of the first film and amplifying it with new mythological stakes, a larger cast of characters, and even more magical spectacle. The film continues the story of Billy Batson, a teenager granted the ability to transform into an adult superhero by uttering the magic word, Shazam. With the power of ancient gods flowing through him, Billy tries to balance his responsibilities as a young hero while staying true to his adoptive family. This sequel builds on that foundation, throwing the Shazam family into conflict with mythological deities who are determined to reclaim the powers stolen from them centuries ago. It's a film packed with humor, emotional weight, family themes, and dazzling fantasy elements that give it a unique voice in the superhero genre. The cast plays a huge role in why the movie works. Asher Angel returns as Billy Batson, the teenage boy who struggles with insecurity about belonging and growing up. His dual role is mirrored by Zachary Levi, who once again portrays the adult superhero version of Billy with infectious energy and comic timing. Together, they deliver the emotional and comedic core of the story. Jack Dylan Grazer also returns as Freddie Freeman, Billy's loyal best friend and foster brother, providing both comic relief and heartfelt moments. Adam Brody plays Freddie's superhero counterpart, keeping the dynamic alive between the two portrayals. Rachel Zegler joins the cast as Anthea, a mysterious new character connected to the villains, but with a layered and sympathetic role. The antagonists of the film are portrayed by Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu as Hespera and Calypso, the daughters of Atlas. Their regal presence and commanding performances give the movie gravitas, balancing out the silliness with genuine menace. The Foster family ensemble, including Grace Caroline Curry as Mary, Faith Herman as Darla, Ian Chen as Eugene, and Javan Armand as Pedro, along with their adult superhero versions, round out the cast. Jimon Hounsou returns as the ancient wizard who originally gave Billy his powers, providing both wisdom and humor in his expanded role. This mix of legendary actors, rising stars, and familiar faces creates a rich ensemble that makes the world of the film feel vibrant and lived in. At its core, the plot of Shazam, Fury of the Gods, deals with the consequences of magic and power. After the events of the first film, Billy and his foster siblings now share the power of Shazam, transforming into superheroes whenever they utter the word. They try to protect their city while also juggling school, personal lives, and the challenges of being a family. Billy, however, feels the pressure of being a leader and worries that his siblings may outgrow him or that he isn't worthy of his powers. This insecurity becomes the emotional backbone of the story. The central conflict arrives when the daughters of Atlas descend upon Earth to reclaim the stolen magic they believe rightfully belongs to them. They see the Shazam family as thieves who must be punished, and their arrival unleashes chaos, mythological monsters, and cataclysmic stakes. What begins as a fight for survival becomes a journey of trust, sacrifice, and the realization that family doesn't need to be defined by blood, but by loyalty and love. The villains are crafted with a sense of grandeur. Hespera, played by Helen Mirren, is the eldest daughter of Atlas, carrying herself with authority and a sense of righteousness. Her mission is not driven purely by evil, but by a belief in restoring balance to the powers of the gods. Calypso, on the other hand, played by Lucy Liu, is more ruthless and destructive, bringing storms of chaos to anyone who stands in her way. Anthea, portrayed by Rachel Zegler, adds complexity as a third sister who questions the morality of their crusade. This dynamic between the sisters prevents the film from falling into the trap of one-dimensional villainy. Instead, it paints a mythological conflict where motivations are layered, and audiences can understand the reasons behind the antagonist's actions even if they disagree with their methods. The film's plot unfolds across several breathtaking set pieces. Early on, we see the Shazam family attempting to save people on a collapsing bridge, showcasing their teamwork, but also highlighting their flaws as heroes who don't always coordinate perfectly. This sequence captures the balance of humor and spectacle the franchise is known for. Later, the daughters of Atlas unleash their powers in the city, summoning mythological beasts like dragons, cyclopes, and harpies. These fantastical creatures give the film an adventurous tone, almost blending superhero storytelling with Greek mythology. The final battle is both epic and emotional, as Billy faces impossible odds and must decide how far he's willing to go to protect his family and the world. Without spoiling every detail, the climax emphasizes sacrifice and unity, reminding viewers that the real power of Shazam comes not just from gods, but from love and selflessness. One of the most striking elements of Shazam, Fury of the Gods, is how it deepens Billy's journey. In the first movie, he struggled with abandonment and finding a place where he belonged. Here, he wrestles with the fear of losing that newfound family and questions whether he is truly a worthy champion. His insecurities about turning 18 and aging out of the foster system echo real struggles of many teens, grounding the fantastical story in relatable emotion. His journey to embrace leadership, trust his siblings, and believe in his worth is what ultimately makes him a hero beyond the lightning and strength. The Shazam family members also each get their moments to shine. Mary struggles with balancing her superhero life with aspirations for college. Freddie yearns for independence and acceptance, leading him into risky situations. Darla's childlike innocence brings humor and heart, while Pedro and Eugene add layers of representation and camaraderie. Together, they embody the film's central message: that family, no matter how unconventional, is a source of true power. The siblings' interactions are filled with warmth, playful banter, and heartfelt support, making them some of the most endearing heroes in modern superhero cinema. Visually, the film expands on the colorful style of the first movie. The costume designs are upgraded with more detailed textures and mythological flair. The cinematography brings both magical realms and urban landscapes to life, contrasting the everyday struggles of the kids with the grandeur of gods and monsters. The action sequences are energetic, balancing humor with real stakes. At the same time, the film doesn't lose sight of its comedic roots, delivering witty one-liners, awkward teenage moments, and hilarious culture clashes between ancient beings and modern society. The release of Shazam, Fury of the Gods, came in March 2023, at a time when superhero films were competing for audience attention in an increasingly crowded landscape. Despite the competition, it stood out for its focus on family, humor, and mythological adventure. The film provided audiences with a fresh break from darker superhero tales by leaning into fun while still carrying emotional weight. It reinforced the identity of Shazam as a character who isn't defined by brooding or cynicism, but by joy, heart, and an unshakable belief in doing the right thing. The trailer for the film gave fans an exciting glimpse into the sequel's tone and scale. It showcased Billy's struggle with heroism, teased the arrival of the Daughters of Atlas, and revealed the expanded role of mythological creatures. The humor remained front and center, with Zachary Levi's comedic delivery grabbing attention, but the stakes were clearly higher. Scenes of dragons, destructive magic, and massive battles promised audiences that the sequel would be bigger, bolder, and even more fantastical than the first film. The trailer struck a balance between action and comedy, ensuring that fans of the original knew the heart of the series would remain intact while also teasing thrilling new challenges. When audiences finally saw the film, many praised its lightheartedness and the chemistry of the cast. The mix of youthful sincerity and mythological spectacle created a movie that appealed to families as well as superhero enthusiasts. Its themes of belonging, courage, and sacrifice resonated deeply, particularly with younger viewers who could relate to the struggles of finding their place in the world. Critics noted the way the film balanced legendary actors like Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu with the energetic younger cast, creating a multi-generational story that felt both epic and grounded. By the time the credits rolled, Shazam, Fury of the Gods had firmly established itself as more than just a sequel. It was a continuation of a heartfelt story about chosen family and the responsibility that comes with power. Billy Batson's journey reminds audiences that being a hero isn't about perfection or invincibility, but about making sacrifices for the people you love. With its blend of comedy, mythology, action, and emotion, the film carved out its own unique place in the superhero genre. As fans look back at Shazam, Fury of the Gods, They see a film that celebrates both the wonder of myth and the warmth of human connection. Its story carries the charm of classic adventure tales while grounding itself in the struggles of modern youth. The performances bring heart and humor to the forefront, while the spectacle dazzles with creatures and battles pulled straight from legend. It's a reminder that superhero films can be joyous and heartfelt while still thrilling audiences with epic stakes. In a world of larger-than-life heroes and cosmic threats, Shazam, Fury of the Gods stands tall as a story about a boy, his family, and the magic word that gives him strength.